Prime Minister Shri Narendra Damodar Modi will be delivering the keynote address on Rising Bharat's principal theme, Empowering Youthful Aspiration. मोदी जी, आपकी उपस्थिति से राइजिंग भारत 2025 को एक नई ऊर्जा मिली है. It's a huge honor to have you amongst us today. Thank you so much. प्रधानमंत्री जी और to our audience. In the run-up to this event today, the News 18 network envisaged a unique proposition, which was to connect the Yuva across campuses and universities. And as a result of interactions with students, News 18 editors and university varsity professors decided to pose five challenges to the students and ask them to come up with innovative solutions. Now, working on with their mentors, allied institutions, students and the universities have come up with a proof of concept, not just an idea, but a proof of concept as solution for these problems. Now, this has been distilled into a white paper or a Samadhan document, which Pradhan Mantri ji, we'd humbly request you to unveil today. And without any further delay, I'm going to request our Managing Director and Group Editor-in-Chief, Shri Rahul Joshi, to please come up on stage. And I'm going to also request the usher to bring in the Samadhan document. And I will also request the participating universities, faculty, students to please come up on stage. And take their places. This document would not have been possible without their hard efforts. So we have luminaries like the director of IIT Madras, Professor Kamakoti, also part of, there are organizations like TD who are doing some phenomenal work. Those who have brought up the Kalki bioculture, they've all worked together to solve for Bharat with respect to air pollution, waste management, with respect to cleaning up our rivers, education for all, and also decongesting our streets, traffic. May I request a huge round of applause. They all have done some phenomenal work. We've put together this document using technology tools. The reports are all QR coded. We've tried to bring it to life, the Samadhan document that solves for Bharat. थैंक यू, धन्यवाद प्रधानमंत्री जी. आपने जो 2 पल इनको दिए हैं, इट्स गोइंग टू बी अ ह्यूज मोटिवेशन. Thank you so much to all our participants. I'm going to request you to kindly make your way off the stage. Big round of applause for them and for their work. And I'm going to request Shri Rahul Joshi to deliver the welcome note.
Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I had the privilege of, on the sidelines, listening to the Prime Minister talk to the students. He's very appreciative of the effort, but wants to know more. So he's given them a further task of telling them the process that they followed, the experiences that they have had, and that they should come back with more details to him shortly, and the students have promised to do that. Thank you, sir. Sir, as I stand here to welcome you today, I recall my many interactions with you over the past 2 decades, both as Gujarat CM and as Prime Minister. Some of us in media have had the privilege of seeing the different shades of the man who saw tomorrow. Modi, the reformer. Modi, the iconoclast. Modi, the modernizer. Modi, the culture czar. Modi, the messiah of the poor. Modi for Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. And not the least, Modi, the unshakable, irrepressible youth icon. I recall the frenzy of the 2014 elections and the Modi wave that swept this country. In my election travels to the cities and villages of Uttar Pradesh, a state where BJP held no great sway back in 2014, I could only hear chants of Modi, Modi, Modi. Young kids zipped across towns in motorcycles shouting, Har Har Modi, Ghar Ghar Modi. Prime Minister, leading this wave and riding the storm were the youth of India who saw in Narendra Modi, the transformational leader, their role model. They saw in your eyes determination that gave them hope. They heard in your voice steely resolve of a brighter future and the war cry, Na khaunga, na khane dunga. Sir, you have often quoted Swami Vivekananda and his belief in the power of youth. Very recently you said, स्वामी जी कहा करते थे कि उन्हें युवा पीढ़ी पर विश्वास था, नई पीढ़ी पर विश्वास था। जैसे विवेकानंद जी को आप पर विश्वास था, मुझे विवेकानंद जी पर विश्वास है। उन्होंने जो कुछ भी सोचा और कहा है, भारत के युवाओं पर मेरा अंधविश्वास है। He does not have faith in the youth, he has blind faith in them. Which is why the theme of this year's Rising Bharat is youthful aspirations. After all, Prime Minister, you have stoked the fire in the startup world to deliver the maximum number of unicorns in India, next only to the US and China. You've ignited the aspirations of the engineers and the technologists to write a new chapter for India in the production of semiconductors and in the development of AI. You've shown the way to a younger crop of politicians who are now cabinet ministers and chief ministers in their 40s and 50s. Where most CEOs are grappling with issues every quarter and can at best draw up a 3-year plan, you've dared to look decades into the future to draw up a vision for Viksit Bharat 2047. If you have dreamt the impossible dream, you've also kept an eye on the ground realities. Swachh Bharat was a mission. Atmanirbharta, the need of the hour. Pariksha Pe Charcha, a way to bring mental health of children into mainstream conversations. Prime Minister, later this year, you will celebrate your 75th birthday with 140 crore Indians. This year is truly special in many ways. Not only are you leading the country for a 3rd consecutive term, you're a global leader who's given the Global South a strong voice in a topsy-turvy world. You're perhaps the only leader who can pick up the phone and talk to both Putin and Zelensky. You can soften Xi Jinping on the one side and drive a hard bargain with the tariffing Don on the other. And sir, as I say this, I look to yet another milestone that will go down in the annals of history of this great nation. Next year, when we meet at Rising Bharat yet again, you will be completing a historic 25 years in governance without a break in service, and I dare say, without a holiday either. I often wonder what the 90-hour weekday fuss is all about. Somewhere between you turning 75 and your completing 25 years in office is the 100th anniversary of your alma mater, the Vat Vriksh, as you have called it, the Rashtriya Swayamsevak Sangh, or the RSS. This is where you cut your teeth, starting at the tender age of 8. Prime Minister, between 2025 and 2026, your many paths are crossing in some inexplicable, divinely ordained way. As you celebrate your 75th birthday, you can look back with a sense of great satisfaction at your years with the RSS, which eventually paved the way for your years in governance. मोदी जी, हर बार अंत में मैं किसी कवि या शायर का सहारा लेते हुए आपको संबोधन के लिए आमंत्रित करता हूं, पर इस बार आपके 75 वर्षगांठ के कुछ महीने पहले मेरे दिल में आपके शब्द कुछ इस तरह गूंज रहे हैं। सितंबर 2016 में जब आपने मुझे अपना सबसे पहला इंटरव्यू दिया था, तो मैंने आपसे पूछा था कि इतिहास मोदी को कैसे याद करे। आपका जवाब मैं एक बार फिर सबके समक्ष रखना चाहता हूं।
भारत के इतिहास में नरेंद्र मोदी खुद को कहां पाते हैं?
जो इंसान वर्तमान में जीने का शौकीन हो, वो इतिहास की चिंता क्यों करे? और जीवन में कभी भी ऐसी गलती नहीं करनी चाहिए कि अपने लिए कुछ करें। देखिए, हमारे देश का दुर्भाग्य रहा है कि सरकारों ने भी अपनी छवि बनाने की भरपूर कोशिश की, राजनीतिक दलों ने भी अपनी छवि बनाने की भरपूर कोशिश की, शासन पर बैठे हुए लोगों ने भी अपनी छवि बनाने की भरपूर कोशिश की। काश अच्छा होता, अपनी छवि के बजाय हमने देश की छवि बनाने के लिए अपने आप को खपा दिया होता। 125 करोड़ देशवासी, ये इतिहास की अमर कथा है। उन 125 करोड़ देशवासियों में एक मोदी होगा, उससे ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं हो। ऐसी ही मोदी की पहचान हो, वो 125 करोड़ में खो गया हो, 125 करोड़ में लिप्त हो गया हो, इतिहास के किसी पन्ने पर नज़र ना आता हो। अगर ऐसी ज़िंदगी जी करके जाऊं, अपने आप को पूरी तरह खपा दूं, आहूत कर दूं, तो उससे बड़ा जीवन का आनंद क्या होगा? यही खुशी होगी।
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the Prime Minister of India, Narendra Modi.